Hey everybody, welcome. Vallis Sports Podcast. Jesse Vallis, joined by my brother Justin. Gonna talk a little bit of this Arkansas Mississippi State game. Horrible showing of offense by the Razorbacks, which we think everybody could agree on. But I'm gonna pass it over to my brother Justin and let him give a little breakdown and what he thought about everything. What'd you think, man?
Well, I think we do everything when it's predictable, and Mississippi State seemed to know every play that we ran. I don't know that we caught them off guard with maybe more than 3-4 plays the whole game, and I guess that's why we fired our offensive coordinator. It's hard to move the ball on any defense when it looks like they know your play 90% of the time. That's how it's been looking all year. And that was the sum of it again against the Bulldogs. Terrible offensive performance, terrible play calling, terrible blocking. It's the same thing we've been seeing. So bad that we had to fire our offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, we can't block, first of all, can't run or pass if you can't block, and
Right.
our plays are predictable, and everybody knows what's coming. We throw the ball to the sidelines. We don't throw the ball down the field. Short passes and handoffs up the middle. I mean, it's pretty much all we can do, and we can't even do that. So I don't know. It was time for Enos to go. I was disappointed in Pittman as well. This offensive line can't block, and that's supposed to be his specialty. So that's really had me, disappointed because one of these guys, Trey Biddy, I think is his name, he asked Pittman that question. Under Sam Pittman, nobody expected this offensive line to be so bad, and Pittman really didn't have an answer, so it kind of disappointed me, and I'd like to see a lot better.
Yeah, it's disappointing for sure, especially when your head coach is a O-line coach that he's actually, everybody in the nation knows that he's one of the best O-line coaches around. So nobody's going to dispute that. Everywhere he's been, he's put a good O-line on the field. It just looks like this year, with him being the head coach, he put a bad one on the field. And that's all there is to it. And it's not just the O-line. It's like everybody on our offense doesn't know how to block. It's like our receivers don't know how to block. Our backs don't know how to pick up the blitz. It really doesn't matter schematically what we do. We just can't block. So like you said a while ago, you could call whatever and it'll fail with that type of blocking. And we've been saying that for ever since the A&M game, really.
Yeah, our defense, we've been saying, everybody notices that it's a tremendous difference in last year. Travis Williams has done a great job. He was a great hire. We failed on the offensive hire, though. And the defense, even the first drive of this game against Mississippi State, gets a turnover in Mississippi State territory. And we still get stalled out for a field goal. So that just adds to it what we've been seeing all year of just absolute no offense, and the defense continues to get turnovers and keep us in the game, and we just keep letting them down. And I know it's got to be hard for those guys dealing with that week in and week out, and I feel their pain. Yeah. And I think everybody in Arkansas does.
Yeah, that can't be a good feeling. The defense to play hard-nosed, hard-hitting.
Yeah,
What are you doing? You
we
popping a lot of bottles. I was hearing that pop pretty loud in my ear, but yeah.
it
Anyway,
ain't no popping bottles in Fayetteville though. So.
no, we ain't turned that damn jukebox on in a while, and I think the cold beer ran out, and that was the first time that I was angry with Pittman to the point that I was embarrassed of the Hog since he took over. I haven't been embarrassed of our team really since Pittman took over until that game. I mean, I was a little bit embarrassed when we lost to Liberty last year. You know, that's an embarrassment. But this was worse when you score 3 and lose at home. Even though it was against the SEC opponent, Mississippi State was, let's just face it, their defense was giving up 30 points a game and we scored 3. So let's not try to tell ourselves that Mississippi State was a good team. They're terrible. And we have one of the best defenses we've had in a while, and we've squandered it. We're 2-6, so the fans aren't too happy about that, especially the ones been around to see some really bad defenses that we've had. We just can't understand it. Like, man, if we'd just had this defense with any of those other offenses we had, look at all the games we'd have won. You know, that's all we can think.
Yeah, and I mean it's exactly right. we don't get defenses like this at every position. You got depth, and they're all got size and talent, and
right.
You know. So I don't know. I just hope with having Williams here, we can keep a defense like that, and we can get somebody in here that can get this offense on track. If not this year, I see Pittman being back here next year because of this firing of Enos. So I think that gets him one more year here. So they better make the right hire, or you know Pittman won't be around much longer is what it's looking. But I mean, hopefully they do make the right hire, because it looks like Pittman put together a pretty good roster, and it's like these guys like to play for him. They play hard, you know.
Just not very coordinated on offense. And when you pay the guy to be a coordinator and then go out and your offense looks uncoordinated, I mean, I don't know what else you say. If that offense didn't look uncoordinated, I don't know what offense did, because I watch all these other teams play, right down to FCS teams. Their offense looks more coordinated. It's the truth. And so it's hard to understand, honestly, unless like we've got some kind of an issue that we're not hearing about as the fans, really. But congratulations to Mississippi State. I guess you won the Get Fired Bowl, and it looks like Pittman might be getting fired in the future. If he doesn't hire the right offensive coordinator, that's a fact, that he won't last.
Yeah, I mean, I would talk more about this game, but it's like I don't have anything to talk about. There weren't any plays that were like crazy highlights or anything like that. I mean, it was 7-3. So
yeah,
all we can talk about over here is like what we want to see as far as changes, because man, when I tell you it was bad, it was like Chad Morris bad as far as the offense.
Yeah, just looking like we don't even practice or something. I don't know. We've been saying that. Like I said, you can pretty much turn the TV on any random night that they got a college game on and see better coordination on the offensive side of the football. And that's just sad when you're the University of Arkansas and you put as many people in the NFL as we have to look like that out on the field. It was embarrassing.
Yep, it was embarrassing. I mean, that's all there is to it. There ain't nothing else to say about that performance.
But we're not changing around here. This state, everybody here is a proud hog fan, and it just took a day, and we're still proud of our hogs. But that wasn't a very proud day for us, and we can't help but put some of the blame on Sam Pittman for that. And he's gonna have to win us back over. He's got 4 games left. He got a bye week right here, so we won't have to talk about a game for Arkansas coming up this Saturday. And that'll give them a chance to heal up some of their wounds and see if Sam Pittman can pull it all together the last 4 games and bring it back to respectability. But that's all we can look forward to after a performance like that.
I think everybody needs this bye week. Like we need a week off after seeing that.
Yeah.
And we'll be ready to go next time though. We're gonna be ready, like you said. We ain't no fly by night fans, so this is our state. This is what we represent.
When it comes time to talk Arkansas, Florida, on the 4th, in Gainesville, we'll be ready. And I'm gonna keep wearing my hats, my shirts. We went 2-10, and I didn't stop then, and I sure won't now. I believe this team's at least got a couple of wins in them, and I don't think they're all the way done. And even though it looked that way Saturday when you couldn't even score 1 touchdown against Mississippi State there at home, but what a ugly game. That's all you can say. What a ugly game.
Yeah, I mean, after the way we looked against Alabama in the 4th quarter, we looked like we were coming together. And to go back home after being on the road like that and put up a performance that awful, I don't think anybody expected it. I don't think any Razorback fan expected that. But that's what we got. And I think everybody's just like in disbelief and how bad you can look. So we need this little break, but we gonna keep repping the hogs around here, and that's just how I feel about it anyway.
Yeah, we need a bye week after that, so it's just a much needed break after being 2-6.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out, man, but that's all we have for this video. I'm sure a lot of y'all hog fans feel the same way. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all think. And we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining.